I mean, just some
Nope,
of the stuff.
not me. I mean, it sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Some
got
of
to
the,
do it.
some of the stuff they have us doing, man, is like ridiculous. I question my life sometimes whenever I have to do some of these stupid recalls.
That I can second. Let me what's up? What's up? Himney. Popping out chat. Popping out. What's up, guys? Welcome back here to the live stream. We're going to be talking about some recalls we got going. We had a whole bunch of them come out in the last couple of days. I just did one today myself and actually did my first trailer module reprogram. Actually, we were talking about that last. Rich was doing it with DeVito's. I was actually now able to do mine, not mine, but my own repair. Programming that. So we're going to talk about a lot. Make sure to come down right there, right underneath the title, hit that like, and make sure to check out DS and For Boss Me, Reeland's Instagram. It's got some, if you like fishing, we got some good fishing here in the river. What up, guys? Grandpa, Freddie. I recall. Let's just get into that right now because I know a lot of people want to know about it. It was something I reviewed today, especially with Super Duties. First off, right off the rip. All right, this came out today. This is for 2022, and this was very reminiscent of Ford Boss's rear axle repair he did with DeVito's. If you guys remember, he had a brand new 2022 DRW 350, and this is one of my followers, and he wound up seeing Rich and getting some work done to it, and ultimately is just kind of living with the noise that has changed, but is still with the vehicle. So I think we're actually going to be paying close attention to DeVito's truck, but nonetheless, 6.7 4-wheel drive grinding noise heard on coast down prior to 4.3 downshift. Says some 2022 Ford Super Duty 4-wheel drive pickup truck vehicles equipped with a 6.7 engine may experience a momentary slight grinding tight noise prior to the 4.3 downshift while coasting without the brakes applied. This condition does not affect vehicle durability. Replacement of the transmission or other components will not resolve the condition. Engineering is currently working on a solution, which is expected to be available by June of this year. I don't know what they're working on. It just says a solution is coming. I don't know if it's going to be hard part software. It says, make sure to let the customer know that they continue to drive the vehicle and to schedule a follow-up appointment for June of this year, and for us to continue to monitor this website that we get all of our information, our workshop manuals, our wiring diagrams, and all the bulletins that's going to be pertaining to your VIN, the vehicles that we're working on. It's very crucial that we get that information, and these are some of the things that I'm reading here. Every day we have messages and broadcast messages, little tidbits of information. Let's see. Let me go all the way down here. Let's see what was for April 6th. Ranger 4x4 vibration. There's some information regarding that for that particular model. Just tidbits. It's a habit I get into, try to monitor all the broadcast messages, because myself and Rich, we know that every day there's stuff continuously updated that may help us fix a chart or whatever we're working on. Let's see here. me scroll down.
Mhm.
What is the other one?
What
We
other one? There's
had-
2 other ones.
I know, I'm looking at, I passed over one to go to that one. Grinding. Okay, this was yesterday. This is recall. You guys can look this up. 22S22, 22S22. And this is actually pertaining to my personal vehicle. It says certain 2020 model year Super D vehicles equipped with 6.7 engine and a 10R140 transmission output planetary 4 assembly replacement. Let me click on that. This is an advance notice. I don't have any info really, although it is for the Kentucky truck plant, which is me, built from 10/1/19 to September 21st of 2020. I am 1/30/20, so I am in that range. And also, if you were in the Ohio assembly plant, October 30th, 19 through July 23rd of 2020. It says in some of the affected vehicles, the pinion thrust washer within the 10R140 planetary 4 carrier assembly can disintegrate, causing metallic debris to contaminate the gear set and potentially damage the gear teeth. Metallic debris can subsequently get lodged in the transmission's mechanical pawl mechanism and prevent the vehicle from achieving and holding part. This, I have to continue to monitor my VIN. I don't know if this is going to be something that I'm going to have. This is an advance notice, so we'll see what trucks are gonna show up in it. It's not going to be, you know, every truck, which is going to be good. I mean, nobody's going to want to take apart all them trains. 6.7. Where's the other one? This is more than just Super Duty. This is a couple of trucks. All right, 22S26. This is a recall and parts are not available yet. This is for 2020, 2021 Expedition, 20 and 21 F-150 Navigator, and 2022 Super Duty, 322 Super Duty for front wiper arm replacement. Somebody sent me something this morning about this, wanted to know if their truck was on it. I was like, brother, I don't know anything about this. And lo and behold, it was in the broadcast messages this morning. It may be possible for the wiper arms to perform erratically, and this condition can potentially lead to wiper arm that becomes inoperable. Himney said he, so people were on the forums talking about wiper arm problems. I'm not fortunate to be on there, but I didn't know it was a thing. I haven't had anybody complain about their wiper arms on their truck. I don't know, Ford Boss, have you had any come in with wiper arm issues on F-150s or anything? No?
No, none.
Yeah, me either. Although I do have a, we were talking in the pregame, I got a 22 that's leaking water. I got a couple of thoughts as we were talking about where I'm going to check. Reminds me of DS's water leak he had on his truck. He might still have. I don't know if it fixed itself or whatnot. But it's a crew cab Lariat 22 red. Pretty much like my truck, except red. He said he can hear water sloshing while he's driving. That's not good. I'm gonna do Roof molding and the flapper in the back.
So with the
Those
flapper
gonna
in
be
the
my
back,
go-to.
what's the best way to check it? Just look between
Yeah,
that.
see if it's
Yeah.
flush with the body, I guess, right?
No,
Yeah,
if you
look
find
back in there.
if you find it loose, do you pull the seat down and pull it into the cab?
Mm,
Because how do you
Um,
push?
No, I mean, if you can get something back in there, like if you can, like I have a true bar, I have a couple long true bars, or if you can get like I have a couple like dull pry bars that I would wrap like a rag or a bunch of duct tape around, and I could put like a rag on the end of the cab so it doesn't cut into it, and I could push back in there and see if I can snap it in, if I can reach it, just to kind of see. You can pull the seat down, but we all know that that's kind of a bear.
yeah.
To get back there, that and then pull the material and stuff out of the way. It's not necessarily. I'll make something to actually fish back in there and actually try to push on it and see if it's loose.
So you
Wow.
could, so visually, will you be able to see it?
Yeah, if
Just
it's
by-
flush, you know that's not the problem. Normally, if they're popped out, they're popped out. You can see, oh wow, that corner doesn't look like the others. You know, something's obviously wrong there.
If anybody, there's a guy who asked a question, Brandon Powerstroke, how can I check my VIN for recalls? You know, if you guys want, Cody and I, FBM, he's busy right now, but we can
Just
check
put it
VINs.
cool way.
Just Pool's way. If you want to throw your VIN in the chat, it's nothing but pushing a couple buttons. We can quickly run, see if there's any open campaigns or anything. A lot of guys still now are talking about the DEF heater sender on their 13 through 16. I want to clarify. Don't forget, on your VIN, you may have extended coverage for EGTs. DEF, NOx sensor extended coverage. There's a lot of them out there that they are now giving us privileges to repair at no cost to the customer. So it's important to realize that if your truck still has that, it doesn't matter if you're over mileage. They go to a certain date, whether or not you have met the mileage and or the time. So it's worth checking out. So if you got a VIN, throw it up. No big deal.
We do have.
Uh,
Is Cody on right now or no?
yeah.
We do have something I wanted you guys to see before we get off here. Before I forget, we have our first PowerBoost with it's the fine line between, is this failure or is this not failure, with the inspection of the shielding falling down and rubbing the drive shaft.
Oh, really? Let's check
Yeah,
it.
because it looks like it is, but then it doesn't look like it is. So it's like the pictures that Ford gives you on what they want you to inspect, we're like, this kind of falls in between. Let's take pictures and send it to SSSC because we don't actually know what to do right now.
Wow. Just doing a little back scratch. Oh my gosh. Arm Profit. What up, Tony? Fog. What up? What up? Zeke, I see you up there.
It's crazy
Couple
that the shielding can cause the drive shaft to break.
David C. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, we got a output shot. No, IWB.
Okay, so I want to put out a video about this. This is the better one. I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to structure it first because I probably have more videos on IWEs than anybody on the internet. Another failure when you're looking at these guys that have these F-150s and stuff is maybe the vacuum diaphragm checks out fine. Maybe the vacuum lines check out fine. Maybe the vacuum solenoid checks out fine. Maybe your vacuum check valve checks out fine. What can end up happening is this ring right here, it's part of the diaphragm where if vacuum is applied in two-wheel drive, so this gets sucked in. See how it's out? It's applied right now in four-wheel drive. Under vacuum, this gets pulled away from the actual splines on the wheel bearing. Well, if this is loose enough and it chatters back and forth, even with it being in two-wheel drive, this can slop around the ring on the end of the bellow, the diaphragm. and it can actually partially chatter on the wheel bearing teeth itself. The one
Very
that I
common.
replaced today. The one that I replaced today, all the inspection per Ford checked out completely fine. You would have walked away and said, per my workshop manual instructions, this is not a failed component. Well, the other one was so bad that you could move the ring in and out in the channel that it slides into right here. See, this one, I'm having to fight to come out of here. I'm actually pulling on it really hard, and then it snaps out. The other one, you could flip it up and it would just fall right out. It didn't fight you. So even though all the mechanical side, the vacuum checks and everything test out fine, you sometimes physically have to pull these apart and check them to make sure they're fine. And I know that's not part of the steps, but if you don't do that, you may end up failing yourself and you have a comeback.
How old is that vehicle? Like, is that an old F-150, or is that
This is a 2015 with only 72,000 miles on it.
wow?
But this one still had a bunch of fresh grease and everything inside it. Like, it wasn't really wore that bad. And it was starting to show early signs of failure. The other one was already failing, even though all the checks tested completely fine. It wasn't.
So basically, every time you shut off the vehicle, the vacuum goes away and that thing goes back to yep.
Yep. And then when you go to fire the vehicle back up, you're already in two-wheel drive, vacuum picks up, reservoir fills up, solenoid kicks on, sends vacuum down there to the IWE, sucks them in real quick. You don't even know what's going on.
That way they're always moving. You know, every time you start the engine, they move.
I mean, technically, the check valve is supposed to be able to hold vacuum and not let it bleed back into the system when the key's off. But we all know we don't have a perfect system.
Whatever happened to getting out of the truck and turning the center cap to initiate the four-wheel drive? Them days is long gone. Hey, Vito's in here. Maybe he's working. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's in a tree with a cat.
I wonder how many more times this porter is going to watch this vehicle. It's raining outside right now, and it's the transport vehicle. I keep looking over there like, is he just trying to look busy right now or what?
Maybe he's watching you. Maybe he tuned in and he's over there.
He's a good kid. He really is. We finally got it. We finally got a good porter that actually wants to work, that doesn't try to hide and stuff like that. And he always wants to be busy.
That's a good deal.
Well, he's working late, so he's obviously.
He works the late shift.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We got to have salesmen here and at least somebody to detail and prep vehicles until 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, you guys are open till 9?
Yeah. Yeah.
Every night?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. We're just Monday and Thursday.
Yeah. Every night till 9 o'clock.
Dang, I didn't know that. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So then how many techs, how many techs do you have there? Just you at night or what?
Normally it's just me. Normally I come in late.
That's awesome.
If we don't have somebody until like 6, 7 o'clock at night and customers are coming in to buy vehicles and they need fires put out real quick and there's no techs here and the customer gets ticked off, they walk away, there's no sale, something, whatever it may be. If there's a tech here at least until 6, 7 o'clock, typically we can nip that in the bud real quick and try to give them an idea on whatever it takes to get that vehicle fixed. So I typically won't come in until like 9 o'clock, but over the last few months, I've been coming in like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then, and I just stay later. It's me or the diesel guy, because we share the responsibilities of the diesel work and the gas work. So me and him will typically stay until ungodly hours.
Word. Keeping it real.
Let's walk over there. Let's go look at that truck real quick while we.
Let's do it. David C, I like your little thumbnail icon. That looks pretty cool. That white though. No cats and trees today. Was at the garage getting my car ready for summer. What's RCM? Restraints control module. We need to just put change some as-built data. Oh, wow. No kidding.
But there's
Let's
no
go.
groove in it. It didn't even go into the metal. It just polished it.
Let's look at the shield. Is it
He's already
hanging
got
down? Oh,
he's already got the updated rivets in there.
oh wow,
And
we got
there's-
way bigger washers.
Yeah, you got to put washers. You got to put a little bit of silicone and a rivet.
Yeah, they got that's interesting to see the size washers you use. We have washers that are probably the size of a silver dollar, maybe even bigger.
I gotta look under my wife's truck. Now, that's a recall, right? For all of these, we'll need this.
And there's the corner right there that's been rubbing.
I'll be damned. That's my
Just
first.
that-
I've only been doing Super Duty ones. I haven't seen the F-150.
How
Just
does
that
the
little-
how does the drive shaft look? That little polish mark there?
Yeah, there's no cuts into the metal, no nothing at all. Just polished it.
Hmm.
Yeah, the SSSC is gonna have to take a look at that one.
Because it's like borderline. It's like it looks like the do not pass picture, but it also kind of looks like the pass picture. So let them make the call instead of us.
Oh wow, Daddy Diesel.
He got the winner on that one.
Wow. Yeah, Daddy Diesel, you got the transmission, the 22S22. Warrant build date December 13th of 19. 22S22. Transmission output planetary 4 assembly replacement. Well, I guess I have a transmission to tear
Got a
down.
video.
Wow. Wow. I can hear him right now. I'm probably going to get a text. God damn it. Blah, 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 blah.
Winner,
has to
winner,
get-
chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Has to get done, huh?
It's straight. Yeah. He straight up has it on there. I checked mine today and I didn't have mine on there.
That was the first one I've checked that had the planetary one.
Yeah.
Good to see we found one.
Mine's nowhere near that then, huh?
I mean, give me your VIN. I can check. I mean, no, because you're in September. I think that was after August. So you're probably good. Dang, Daddy Diesel gonna be pissed.
I thought I got mine in like what? When?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
your build date was September though, right?
I don't know. You said 2019, right?
Yeah, 2019 to August of 20, but yours was built in September, right?
I don't know. I thought it was built in 20, but I don't know.
I don't know. Give me your VIN.
Look it up. It's on the Ford Pass.
Yeah, he ain't happy.
Probably on Ford Pass.
Fog coming through.
Error. I guess I didn't type the VIN in right.
Fog coming through.
Secondary fuel. Wow, this one's got the secondary fuel filter leak one.
Oh wow.
Free filters.
This
Give
has
it
got
to him.
two.
Give it to him.
This
Right
got
now,
three of them.
his fuel level's 100%. He's got 26,257 miles, and that oil life looking at 35%. I see you. I see you.
Fuel filter, reconfigure, and loose wiper arms.
I have not done that. I have not done that. Interesting.
Please try the VIN again.
Art. Let's try Art. Let's see what Art's got for us. Copying and pasting. That's all it is, just pushing buttons. What do we got? A 2020. Ooh. We got a spring. We got a spring seat interface weld and wiper.
Well, it looks like the wiper arm is gonna be a pretty common one.
Well, that's gonna be so many trucks.
Your
Ours-
airbags.
Yeah. We need to have a repeat comment on the warranty issue with the DEF VIN. We need to have a repeat comment. Yeah, give me your VIN. It's only for 2013 through 2016. Yeah, a moment of silence for Daddy Diesel falling into recall. Oh Christ, that's funny. Bad, I know my VIN by heart. I know the beginning and the end, but I just can't remember the middle. Yeah, he did that. He did quite a few of them. I think in the very beginning when we were doing them, he called me. I think he had the first one, and it was just hooking up FDRS and actually going to configure, and it tells you it's uploading configuration module data. Okay, 2017 DEF issue. You got a code or something? No, there's not really any recalls for Illuma duties. Like for emission stuff. Just what we're talking about now. The repair weld on my spring seat was so bad. Ford gave me a letter stating they would cover it at a later date if it failed. Pure crap. Wow.
Wow.
That's bad. I haven't seen anybody else's work. Oh, look what he's got. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Oh, what is this guy sending me? Oh, he's got his VIN. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me look at DS's so he can fret along with Daddy Diesel.
Hopefully nothing big.
All right, let's see. 8W. Yeah, I think you're past the bill date.
I probably need some def.
Let's see what we got. Oh, you just got the wiper arm. That's it.
Something's wrong with my wiper arm.
The recall.
That ain't bad.
It just updated today at 9:30. Wow. Like
Do I
3
have-
minutes ago. That's
Do I-
crazy.
Do I have any def in there?
It doesn't say that. Your oil life's at 99, fuel level's 33. You don't have any TPMS. That's about it.
We can still find these.
What is it? Molding for something. F4TZ.
This is the latch and handle assembly with cable on the OBS
I was gonna
F250.
say F4TZ. I'm like, that's an old number. The
That's an old number.
I can't believe Ford still has these in circulation. There was some in Detroit. I think there was some in Indy. There was a bunch of them at local dealers.
They have a lot of OBS stuff still in circulation because it's coming back. You can buy it the whole front end, all the
BP.
headlights, the grill, everything.
I got you, BP. Let me check Brian. This guy right here is like no BS, like 19 trucks before mine. B, you just got the RCM reconfigure. You can come and wait for it. If you want to wait for an oil change, come get an oil change, and I can do this while I do that. Absolutely no big deal whatsoever. Real quick. I got 16K on it. Okay. All right. I can dig it.
Wow.
Those
Secondary.
OBS,
Go ahead.
the OBS air conditioning system today, when I put that new compressor on there and got it all nice and charged up, holy moly, cold.
Yep. Ask Karen about mine.
Cold. I'm going to be real excited. We're going to be having some products after the break short, talking about what kind of brakes you guys Jesus. This guy's got skincare products. We're not doing Avon here, pal. Brakes. You guys had great in the comments. It was a really popular short. I was excited to read all of them. Oh, fellow Ford Diesel Tech, what's up, crazy father? Power Stop. I'm excited. We're going to be getting some brakes, and I want to talk about what we're going to do to the truck, what I'm going to be taking off, what I'm going to be putting on. And I really liked the wide range of products you guys were talking about. A lot of O'Reilly's, Wagner. What was the other brand that you guys were talking about? I can't remember. It started with an A. I don't know. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But I'm excited. I also have something from Cody. Show that back up. You guys know what that is? 60K. We're going to be giving away a Think Diag dongle. This is probably one of the cheapest, along with Forescan. Forescan, you got to have a computer with you. And not everybody can have a computer, but everybody's got a smartphone. And yeah, there we go. Vito's. I don't know. Don't worry about spelling it. It looks right. Yes, that was the dongle. Yes. That you can do a lot. Power balance, deactivate injector balance. Can change, turn on your DPF parameter like you were using IDS. You're not going to be able to get into the as-built side using the dongle like you can with Forescan. Forescan will always trump that. But if you have it in your glove box like I do on the go, it's not just for Fords. It can be for Chevys, it can be for Dodges, it can be for foreign, domestic. It's why wouldn't you want to have it? So 60K, I'm going to still figure out how I'm going to pick somebody, but one of you guys out there is going to get I think Diag. It's freaking awesome. Who wants to do a manual regen on their phone? You don't have to come see me. You don't have to book an appointment at a busy shop because everybody's saying everybody's like 2 months out. So why not be able to take care of some of this stuff by yourself? Push your own regen. It's definitely the way to go. Did you see that Ford app they have now? You can read data on your phone, A-Rod. You need to buy the motor cap. I know, I seen it.
I want to get a VCM light too.
Yeah, I know.
They're $300 though.
Yeah, it's fuck. I don't know. As long as we can reprogram to get the percent of DEF left, DEF left, as long as we can reprogram to get, I don't know, we can't do any reprogramming with that. Me. We made a good video about that. And I've been thinking too, like some of the stuff that the companies send us to review, like I don't have a need for 3 battery testers. I don't have a need for 2 sets of power probes. So I'm going to review some of the stuff, and I will let you guys know. But I'm going to be doing some giveaways because I just have some stuff building up, and I would rather have it go to people who are going to use it and not sit in my cabinet at work doing nothing.
Keep it on your truck or in your Keep it in your second toolbox.
Yeah, that I'm excited for you guys to see my 7.3 Godzilla video I just made today with the borescope that Ken Cotton sent me. Slick as shit. Really. I think the cable could be a little more flexy, a little more bendy, like not so stiff. Thing is dialed in for the price. 1080, dual camera, dual lights. I was pretty blown away, and I was able to go through the spark plug hole. It didn't have to tear anything down. I mean, I will eventually, but I can clearly see that there's something wrong with the cylinder wall, and that's why I have no compression. Well, 45% less compression down on number 3. So I was able to make a video, show you guys. It was not only using a borescope, but I was able to be proactive and getting parts, starting the cost cap in the repair process. It's you got to think ahead of, you know, if you're going to have your truck torn down, if parts are going to be back ordered. Now I have a hoist that I can't use, and if we can try to circumvent, you know, a little bit of tear down.
Whose truck had that?
A 2021 F650 750. This unit had 5,000 miles on it. Probably only had one oil change, but this is the kicker. How many hours did it have?
Wait, how many miles?
1,800. Had 5,024.
Ooh.
5,024.
How long? I mean, how many months?
I don't know. The hours were 1848. So times that by 30.
Ooh.
On one oil change?
That's crazy.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
so now I think we started talking about this, you know, amongst ourselves at work, and you know, so these I'm looking right here on my
well, let me
this
ask
thing
you this
here.
before you say that. Were you able to see was he resetting his life monitor? Can you tell? Can you
I
see
don't-
that or no?
I didn't look at that.
Because usually it's like 200 hours.
These trucks, even the 6.7, we now have variable displacement oil control. There's actually, when you're doing, if on your 20, if next time you're changing your oil, go look right above your oil filter. Actually, I'm going to show you on my mat here. Here's your, I'm flipped. Here's your oil filter. If you guys look, it's not in here, but right here on the block, there is another valve, and that is your variable displacement regulator. That is regulating the oil pressure coming out of your engine. And if it wants to be efficient and dependent on load, it's going to give you low oil pressure, high oil pressure. Well, if you take these trucks and you look at the average speed of them, and they're 3 miles an hour, and let's say at low engine RPM idle, where this thing sits all the time, its lubrication and oil pressure maybe is too low, and this thing has just been sitting here for, hold on, let me look, because I can't do it in my head. What is 1848 times 30? That's 55,440 potential miles when you do the conversion with hours. So having 1, 2 maybe oil changes, holy criminy, all that splash. We don't have any splash because that oil is doing nothing.
What the oil look like?
They had changed the oil before they brought it.
Oh.
So I had a new filter, classic, new filter. You know,
Well, at least they made it so you can't claim abuse.
it's not a truck that's abused. It's I mean, it's brand new. It's maintained. It doesn't look like they're, you know, I really think that we need to get with, you know, with Ford, with the fleet division, or somebody who handles vehicle algorithms or something with the oil life monitor. And we
Wait
need
a
to
second.
like,
The
we need to
oil
like,
life monitor already does that.
yeah, but I'm saying with the fleet vehicles and maybe not having, maybe having an hour counter that you can reset so that, you know, people are, maybe it'd be easier. I don't know. We need to
No,
figure
man,
out
I don't know.
something.
Unless the cabin chassis have a different system, which I doubt. I mean, why would they have a different?
Sean, we ain't gonna go down
But I'm
that
just
one.
saying, there's no way you're getting 1,800 hours without resetting your oil life monitor. Dude, I
I
get
didn't
200
look.
hours and it goes off, and it's way before 5,000 miles.
I didn't look.
So, I mean,
They could be changing the oil. I don't know. I don't have, regardless of if they did, if they had one oil change, what am I gonna say? Hammer down. What is up? Lights. Another guy who likes lights. Call your dealer. Ask for the VVR, the Vehicle Visibility Report. I'm not sure I know what that is. Have you taken mechanical engineering courses previously? You know, I can build some pretty mean Lego houses and connects. That's about the extent. I agree. I agree. Do we? I'm just scrolling up real quick here, looking at what you guys are talking about. Oh, Daddy Diesel still butthurt. I got you.
yeah, my oil life monitor just went off at 3,500 miles, 200 hours. So,
Hey Rod, did you say we have to have the dealer do a forescan for the regen gauge? No, that's something you can do. That's something you and I can do, or you can go to your dealer and ask them to turn on OCR, and they're probably not going to know what you're talking about. So make sure you have one of my videos pulled up for whatever year your truck you got, because I made 3 of them, and tell them they're going to need to follow this procedure because it's the same one I have to do, same one they're going to have to do, and I literally show you how to do it.
Hell, there's a TSB. I mean,
I just talked to a guy, what's today? Wednesday? Last Thursday, and he had got a brand new truck, and he had went to a dealer. I think he was in Vermont, and he went in, and they're like, "We don't know what that is," and I'm like, "How? What's Did you ask to talk to somebody else?"
they must not be a heavy diesel dealer.
I don't know. It's important. Isuzu, ugh. NPR, ugh.
They have a pretty big shop. I was just looking at it.
It was so funny to see this 7.3 with the valve cover off and how much it looked like my LS, my 5.3. It's so funny. Valve spring, heads, too funny. Oh, you got your costume off.
Yeah, the monkey suit is off. Oh, you want to see that OBS real quick before I get out of here?
Oh, hell yeah. Tomorrow I'm looking at an 1167 regular cab with only 31,000. The previous owner was an older guy that hasn't used it much. Should all fluids be swapped due to age? I'd clean it out, baby. I had to go to 4 dealers for OCR. Flying Wrenches did it for me. Get out. That's awesome. Way cool.
That's someone we need to get back on here too.
I know, my man's busy. Popping wheel
It's the
caps
one.
off with pieces of wood.
The guy came and got it. It's gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know he was going to come that quick.
Yes, Chad H. If you go to the special functions part of Forescan, you can at the top one, you can initiate a manual regen right there. All you got to do is just follow the prompts. Ordered my 22 350 Tremor Lariat Ultimate Blackout Package 29 September of 21 was just built and says it's shipped and today on its way to Bill Brown. Can't wait. Barry. When it comes in, you got to tell them, let me prep it. Let me go through that and let me get it ready for you. So if you got any loose items you want installed, if you're going to have mud flaps or whatever, get with your salesman and tell them to get with me. And if we can get you all dialed in, that'd be great. 22 version of pretty much what I got. So I think you're ready for it, huh? Huh? Got the Tremor? Okay. Has anyone had their driver's side battery melt? What? Oh, look at that old T-Bird. Oh, snap. Oh, I'm frozen.
Seem all right?
Mark
Oh, shit.
asks, what's a reasonable price to get an SNS installed?
Hey, why don't you give me an email? Can you initiate a manual regen through the instrument cluster if your DPF is 95% or higher? Certain lower level instrument clusters will allow you, even if you're at like 55%, to do a manual regen. Eddie, no, it's not. Cody's
I'm
gonna
on
hook
it.
you up real quick. Cody's on it. So depending on what level you have, the higher level with like the 8-inch screen, you cannot, unfortunately. You can just cancel the active regen. So really, you get the dongle, could be you, or you get Forescan, computer, dongle, phone, computer, dongle, phone. Just get one of those. Any of you guys having a 6.7 should have either or, most definitely. If you had Forescan, we can remote in. Let me mention that again. If you guys are unfamiliar with Forescan, I'm going to be making my video here very soon and how to change some of the features to personalize your truck. We do it remote. You have to get Forescan. I can get it set up for you. You just got to get their free extended license, and you just got to get the dongle off Amazon. Or if you already have a OBD cable to the computer, got to be PC. I don't do any fruit stuff. So
First stuff doesn't work unless you like partition it or whatever and put Windows on it.
Mm-hmm.
So how about with that SNS kit that we seen on the Ford dealers Facebook page?
Oh yeah.
That was a failure, and SNS wants the parts to see if it worked.
But I think the dude, the tech's copping out.
Yep, I think so. I would send the parts out.
Copping out like a bitch.
I would send them out. Honestly, I would send them out to SNS and see if it worked or not, because we want real information.
Corey Johnson, post your VIN. We got a couple guys running VINs, and we're posting it here in the comments. Yeah, Zeekster, definitely. Let me go back up to Tom. So thanks to Zeekster, that iDash that he got me can do a manual regen within its functions. But my gauge layout, I have right now ECU torque, ECU horsepower, VGT vane position percent, EBP, boost, RPM. What else do I have? I have 8 of them pulled up, and they were. I took a picture of my gauge. I wanted to put it in so I could use it, and then I got to take everything back out so I can make a video because I want to show you guys, you know, what I did. You know, you guys might find it interesting. Oh, here we go. Boost, EBP, oh, EOT, oh, and FRP. I wanted to know FRP. So, I mean, that's kind of, I'm listening to the engine, and for the amount of boost and just what I'm feeling in the seat of my pants, I'm now referencing. I'm like, okay, so this is like 15,000 psi. Oh wow, okay, I'm getting on the freeway, you know, not hammer it, but I'm like a moderate acceleration. Oh wow, this is 21,000 psi. Wow, so I'm just kind of getting. I've never been able to monitor it like this. Yeah, I can have the computer hooked up, but you know, when Rich and I are driving, we're on a road test. You know, we're watching the road. The VCM's up here. You know, we got the computer. You know, I'm here and I'm looking right here. Like where your oil change sticker would be. So much easier, way more safer, I think, than looking at the computer, you know, over here. But a lot of good info. I'm going to be cycling through the colors right now. Let me show you if you guys wanted to know, because Zeekster kind of was digging it. But these are my colors. I got blue, the yellow, and the green lines. I thought the yellow was kind of softer on the eyes. I did recalibrate the auto dim feature, and it seemed to work a little bit better once I did that. I don't know if I needed to do that out the box, but after I did that, it seemed to really adjust. Yeah. What those mine is set 8 coolant temp, 1 at EGR, EGT, oil temp, trans temp, regen status. Okay, because I got my trans on the instrument cluster, so I got that off. DPF percentage, I got that instrument cluster, so I don't have that on. I do, yeah, EGTs, I should do that. Coolant temp, I got coolant temp on the instrument cluster. So yeah, I left some of those things. I wish I had oil pressure on the gauge. Like I turned on the instrument cluster the numerical values over the coolant gauge. On any Illuma-Duty that has the big screen, we can do that for you. Oh, look at Rich's gauge. Oh, I like that. He's got ECT, oil, and a good, I like that gauge, the speed and the RPM. Oh shit, I like that. Now, how is that? Is that suction to the window, or is that just on the dash, like sitting?
It's right to the top of the dash.
Oh, okay. I like it.
You could go in and you could select your parameters on what you want. Do you want to drop certain things out and put other things up, or you want to change your screen so you can monitor more stuff at one time?
You got to Tom, to do the regen, you just go through the buttons on the iDash and just go. You'll see, go down like diagnostics maybe or something, and you'll see you can do a manual regen right on there. Can you do 4 scans sooner than later, please? Like I said, need this fixed. 6-7. What was your problem, Jim Anderson? I don't remember if you stated it.
Mr. Corey Johnson needs to change his oil. His oil life is 0.
Oh boy, you better hurry up. Change
An
that
original
shit.
72 Canuck needs to change his oil too. He's down to 12%.
Hey, that you guys are creating a net for yourself. My air conditioner does not work all the time. Sometimes it spits out chunks of ice. What do you think's causing this? Bro, that evaporator is iced up. Sounds like we got no airflow, or what's causing that thing to get iced up?
Let me show Tom what we can see on our end at PTS.
On ETA, the Derringer for the 2020 question been tracking the same.
So here's what we
lights fault on. We need a code, Jim Anderson.
here's what we can see on our end. Is it sharing?
Oh,
It
most
could also be
definitely.
an expansion valve, Aaron. If an expansion valve is faulty and it's not regulating properly, it could flood that evaporator with Freon as well.
Okay. I haven't had yet to experience that.
So this is what we can see. Here's what we can see on our end. This is what we look at when we're looking for outstanding field service messages, warning messages, your warranty history, and connected vehicle data if you have it.
I love PTS. It has come a long way.
It
Fuel
definitely
level.
has.
Now down here on what Cody's looking at, the go back to that. This is even more crazier. So trucks that have you know, the Ford Pass and all this stuff, you know, hooked up, and the vehicle health alerts. If you guys look at this calendar, okay, so my man with this 2020 F-250, look at all of these events that it has. So April 19th, yesterday at 5:51, with that mileage, he has gotten these codes to set in the ABS module, the IPC, the instrument panel cluster, and the IPMA, which is the camera right above your rear view mirror. So how creepy is that? Now, not only can I can't see where you are, but we can see what codes, for instance, oh, I didn't have any codes. Oh, really? Would you do clearance? Oh, really? Really? Let me get your VIN, buddy. And I mean, you see right here, no BS. We can see pretty much everything that is interconnected with the truck. So
here's another one. Let's see what's going on here. No connected vehicle data for this vehicle. Must not be sharing it.
oh, he did some forescan, and look at his tire pressure. He changed them bad boys to 50. 21. Okay, he's got a 21er doing some forescanning. I can dig it. I can dig it. Oh, wow. Look when he just updated. He just updated. I don't know what part of the country he's in, but he just updated at 840. Wow. That's pretty cool. See, I wonder what initiates it broadcasting the connected vehicle data. Is it every other day? Is it every 12 hours? Is it?
I think it's whenever the vehicle's running.
Yeah.
Is it?
So
You know
I
what-
want someone to send me a VIN that's got a F-150 or a Mach-E with an OTA or a Bronco.
You know what this also does, though, is say you got a buddy that comes into the dealership and he's buddies with the service rider, and he's 60,001 miles out, and he's just won over his powertrain, and the service rider's like, you know what? I'll hook you up. I'm going to put you at 59,900. The mileage is already logged. Ford already knows what's going on. You cannot do that. You have to be honest about it. We had a mix-up where the wrong mileage was put in on accident, and the service manager looked at that and was like, wait a second, that mileage is not correct. That's not a warranty job. That's outside of powertrain. And look at, it's already logged with Ford too. You have to be careful. It was an honest mistake, but you could really get us in trouble for doing something like that. And this vehicle has already been logged with mileage outside of powertrain.
Wow.
See? See? Lot of yeah, we can do a forescan OBS. If you want to turn your Bambi mode on your OBS, we can do it. Forescan will hook right up to that. If you want to turn your C-rings up on your OBS, we can do that too. Limitless has got a great strobe kit for your pre-OBS, the ones with the incandescent filament balls. Wait till you see those sucker strobe, man. Woo! Just kidding. 22 VIN, bring it. 350, can you disable the truck from sending all this info? Does it do it on a 1515? No. No. Too much Big Brother going on. Yes. And if you think this is Big Brother, you just wait.
I bet the Fed's got their own site that can really look.
Ford Transit Electric, it'll slow your ass down if you're going too fast.
For real?
Some guy, not some guy,
It
Jake,
can read speed limit signs.
what your vehicles have that? That's a good question.
That's
Illuma duties and up. They started getting really into it 19, end of 18, 19, 20.
Anything with Ford Pass?
Zeekster. All right,
Uh,
let's check. I'm gonna check Tom.
Now there
I
is a
gotta
way.
see.
There's a way to turn it off. Number one, I think if you don't turn on Ford Pass, you might automatically not. It might not even work.
Well,
from
I'm
this
going to
end.
tell you to keeping it on is going to help your dealer and the Ford Technical Assistance Center fix your truck faster. So
Yeah, I mean,
totally up to you.
even though the dealer, I mean, you were talking about what the dealer can see, but I'm sure like the like police agency, whatever, can get in there even if it's turned off. I don't know. Who
I mean,
knows?
it's got a TCU in the truck, so they're going to be looking at it anyway. So
If you go into Forescan and you program that TCU out of there, or you find a way to disable it,
You
and
can
it's
brick
been to
it.
the dealer for warranty work, Ford's gonna be like, okay, so you as the technician and the dealer, why aren't you doing anything about systems that aren't operating on that vehicle? So obviously you're not doing your job because you didn't catch it. And we know that that B-bomb says that that vehicle was built with a TCU. And if it's not communicating properly and you're claiming all this warranty work and stuff like that, somebody's got to do something about it before any of this stuff is paid for.
Mm.
True that.
My TCU was bricked for a while. No one noticed.
Hey.
It was very under the, like other people really couldn't tell.
That your Ford Pass wasn't working. The thing
No,
bricked.
yeah, Ford Pass wasn't working, nothing.
But it was funny though. Soon as we plugged it in, it like immediately started working.
I'm not gonna lie, I was enjoying the privacy a little bit because my wife will look and she'll be on Ford Pass and she'll be like, "Oh, I can tell where you are." She's always checking my location.
Smash it. Not your wife. I'm talking about Vanderpool. He says smash the like. Pretty soon the trucks will be able to roll down the window when you fart. Are the OTA updates flowing for the 22s yet? Wait till you guys do an over-the-air update and you come out and your battery died in the middle of programming, or you lost internet connection and you come out and you need to leave and your shit's bricked. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. I think we should be the technician. We should be telling the truck when to reprogram. Not if you want to do sync, fine, but like we should not be reprogramming PCMs and this module and this module and this module. I don't care if it's being efficient or not. There needs to be still a human interface between the OBD hookup and the vehicle.
I mean, it's no different than doing it on your cell phone.
We're not programming. Uh-oh,
I mean-
DS is being tracked by Mrs. DS.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't be programming those. Like things can go sideways pretty quick. I couldn't imagine over the air.
All that nonsenses. All right, we got a 22 VIN, but I can't do an OCR. I don't know what trim level you have, but if you were listening earlier, a certain lower level instrument clusters will allow you to do OCR I've had it do it at 55%. So it depends.
This will be cool. Look at this.
Checking,
Here we go. Share.
checking.
Here's the over-the-air update board. I was hoping to get an F-150.
wow.
I was hoping to get an F-150 or something that's already had it, because it'll show what updates you have and if it's been completed.
I haven't seen this yet.
That's why I wanted an F-150, Mach-E, Bronco, something with OTA, so I could actually show it.
No, Jonathan, you can. I just reprogrammed the 22 today. It's out. I just did one today.
Look at all these. Erroneous.
Yeah, lost communication. Washer fluid low, washer fluid low. That's funny.
A lot of lost communications there.
Yeah, that is kind of funny.
It's crazy how many DTC set that are just kind of like erroneous.
22s can't reprogram the trailer module, it appears. Oh, I already read that, Jonathan. My 22 was done the day, is not far away when the state emergency sends you a text saying that your vehicle is out of emissions compliance. Yep. Here we go, 29 F-150. Checking.
That's not. I don't think that's going to be an OTA truck. No, it's not.
No. Let's see if it's got, see if we got any recalls. Copy and pasted the wrong.
He updated the first 4.
Oh. No. Trailer brake recall via forescan. No, but I'll tell you what. I am pretty sure we can do the 21 P19. Which I think you probably I could probably figure out the trailer brake recall, but I don't know.
Maybe on the beta version for the technicians.
Yeah, what I
But-
did, so I took a picture of the RCM's as-built data with forescan. Then I hooked up FDRS and did the RCM, the restraints control module reconfiguration.
Here we go. Here we go. Look at this.
What are we looking at?
The chat. I don't know where he got that because I don't know how I'm disrespecting veterans because none of us were veterans. My dad worked at the school. So just because I went to school because my dad worked there, it's called
Okay.
The same guy that's saying that to you right now was spamming my channel with the same comment, and I had to block the guy. I had to kick him off the channel because he kept saying it over and over and over again.
Well,
I'm like,
guess what? He's done. We're not even doing it.
I asked him, I was like, where are you getting this at? Where are
See ya,
you,
buddy.
why are
Right?
you even wasting your time talking about this stuff? You're making shit up.
Right, you were clearly not talking about that. And how are you gonna? You're done. Oh, warning! This vehicle was sold in Canada. Womp 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 womp. Jim Anderson, man, where'd he go? Any recalls? I thought I had a 17. No, my friend, you do not have a 17. You got a 2016.
Might have been a fat finger.
That's Jim Anderson right there. Jim Anderson.
I beat you to it.
Oh. Here. Taking roll call. Taking roll. You guys still seeing early 11 engine breakdowns due to faulty? No. I did 2 cab chassis, and that was all I had in my existence of 6.7s. Just went out to my truck to test the Apple iOS 4 light options for manual regen. I do see under the procedure the option for diesel particulate static regen. See, guys, that's it right there. A-Rod, did you say there's a transmission program update coming in June? That is what we're being told, and we are going to consistently monitor the site that we were just showing you, where we run, all your guys' VIN through. It's going to update us over broadcast messages. All the place where we get Gala info. How's that Avon? The Ava ads going, DS?
What are you talking? I'm reading the comments. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
I'm professional.
Okay, all right.
What do you think? What do you think I'm looking at over here?
I don't know. I was just.
The comments.
I don't know. Let me go down here.
I wouldn't be on Instagram while live.
Bop. But do you need to beat 100% for static regen? No, you could do a static regen. I was talking to a guy last week. I did some remote, the Neutrogena ad. Sorry, I was doing some remote scanning, and I was telling them, if you can't operate your truck where you're like, oh man, I'm gonna this regen stuff, I can't. Dude, get this dongle, get scan, do a regen every month. Like, it's going to take a half hour. Big deal. Hook the computer up, let it do a regen, go drive the truck around first, get it hot, and then do a regen. And just let it sit out, park out there, let it do its thing, and be done with it. And then you ain't got to worry about it. You'll have the best DPF health on this side of the Mississippi. Hey fellas, got on late. Quick question about models. The TCM module recall says for 22 models built. TCM?
There's no
G-Man.
TCM. Oh.
Yeah, that's a heater over my head. Oh, stuff. Well, just going over these other, we haven't seen DS take a nap on the couch during the stream in a while. Yeah, true that. Is there a mileage cap on warranty? That's a good question. 336. Every Ford vehicle, except for a Lincoln, I said Ford, is 336. Now, if you have a diesel, you have 5-year, 100,000 miles from the warranty start date. Same with 336 from the warranty start date. That is just going to be covering certain emission components and everything on the diesel engine. If you had a fuel concern, a coolant concern, depending on what type of coolant part we're talking about. We got powertrain to 60,000 miles. When you get into the bigger trucks, GVW is going to be the kicker. If you're over a certain GVW, you'll fall into different requirements for part coverage. So there's a big in the site that we were just looking at. There is a parts coverage tab, and we already have the VIN pulled up. We type in the part number, and it's going to tell us if applying it to this VIN, if this is going to be covered or not. It's covered under contract. Customer has $100 deductible. It says cover for rental. So I advise, if you got one of these trucks, they're expensive, get an ESP. Ford Boss knows, I know, CP knows, Reela knows, DS, we all have ESP contracts. Ford ESP is by far the best extended service plan that you can get for your Ford vehicle. There's no riffraff, there's no underlying small print that you're going to get with these other third-party companies. It may be a good fucking price, excuse my language, but you're not reading the fine print when you get repairs done. So it's important just to read that fine print. What's going on here?
I didn't go to UTI for free, eh?
Wow.
It was definitely free.
Wow. Yeah, ESP, check different dealers. There are they all sell them differently, different prices. Shop around. I agree. But if you're going to be paying for a $15,000 engine repair, I'm going to be waiting because that's going to be covered under warranty. So, but I think we're ended here. This has been a great chat with you guys, talking about this ESP stuff, the recall stuff. I really am a big advocate for ESP. It's a big deal. $100 deductible, $3,000 turbo job, $100 deductible, $2,200 DEF job. Which one do you want? I'll pay $100.
Aaron, something we didn't say. I know you're wanting to get off here.
Yes, sir.
If you have, say you got 2 trucks and you're taking off in one truck and you want your wife to drop your truck off at the dealer, and that truck and that contract was opened in your name, that repair order needs to be in your name as well, not hers. They look at all that stuff. It all has to match the person that has the contract out and the vehicle out on them.
And I thought of another one too that you're talking about. If you have a company name on the side of the truck, you're supposed to have a commercial ESP contract. They can deny you. For instance, you got an ESP claim, and when you have to submit digital imaging, for a mirror or whatever, they require you to take pictures of the side of the vehicle. You got company name on the side of the truck. ESP claim can be denied because you do not have a commercial ESP contract, and that may be falling on the fault of the salesman for not realizing that if you were buying it as a company truck. But if you bought it as a personal truck and turned it into a company truck, that's up for debate. But know that if you're going to be rolling up in there with a lettered vehicle, just know that you may have an issue. But yeah, having the name on the contract is a real big thing. That's a big point.
Where the debate comes in is if that vehicle comes into the shop and you're working on it and you need some assistance from hotline and they want to know what type of vehicle that is. Is it a regular passenger vehicle or is it a commercial vehicle? You're not going to lie. You're going to say, well, it's a plumbing vehicle and this guy's got 4 of them, so it's a commercial vehicle. Well, you have a regular ESP contract instead of a commercial contract where, wait a second, we got to do some investigating here on what's going on with this vehicle. It all has to jive across the board, or you could get caught up. What are the chances of them catching that? I don't know.
True.
But if I go on there and I need help from hotline and I have to select, is this a commercial vehicle, is it a passenger vehicle, whatever it may be, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say it's a commercial vehicle.
Yep. True that. Good info. I like bouncing off of each other. He says something, it makes me think of something. You got guys in the chat. I appreciate you guys for keeping it real. 60K, we're coming quick. Could be you. Think Diag, Dongle. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you.